I need you to understand that the bar for winning has never been this low, but our modern day society has never made everything so difficult for us. The amount of laziness that's happening right now is so crazy that it destroys everything. You don't know how many times when I started my journey, how many people who have told me, Cecilia, slow it down for a bit, Cecilia, you're taking everything to an extreme. Since childhood, I was conditioned to work so hard and being so disciplined with everything. Since I was 6 years old, I played tennis at a very high competitive level, and I was basically practicing 5 to 7 hours every single day. And I swear to God, since I was a child, people told me how crazy it was that I was skipping all the birthday parties, that I was having a match every single week and didn't have time for anything else. But I had such a big drive in me for becoming a professional tennis player, but because that was my reality, and I felt so wrong for literally being so determined and so disciplined in something I really want to pursue, because people always told me to slow it down. People weren't really supporting me on this journey besides the people who actually understood how to play a very competitive sport. And that made me feel wrong. That made me feel like, okay, maybe I was supposed to slow it down. Maybe I was supposed to live my childhood like everyone else. And also back in the days when I was studying, I was also really into my studies. And there was this girl that I used to study with. And in my mind, I thought, okay, we were gonna study together because we used to study together for the exams and helping each other and supporting each other, right? And then I felt this really weird energy because she was like distancing herself from me. And then I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then she was like, oh, Cecilia, I don't think we should study together for this exam. And then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna force you, but what's happening? And then she said, Cecilia, it's because I get stressed and I feel like I'm really behind when I'm studying with you. And I was like, what do you mean? Because I'm studying in my own pace. And then when we are gonna study together, we're gonna study something specific, like a specific assignment or something like that. That has nothing to do what I have prepared for. What I have prepared for is for my own knowledge. I didn't know there was any limit for how much you are supposed to study. And then she was pissed that I was studying too much. And guys, I was literally shocked. It was the most embarrassing moment I have ever experienced in my life. How can you be pissed of the amount of effort that you are putting into your studies, who wants to educate themselves and who wants to be prepared for the studies, and they should also get some kind of an advantage with it, that I can help you even more of what I learned and so on. The amount of laziness and how people can actually be pissed that you are going all in into something is literally crazy. And the worst thing is that you are being influenced by it now. You are being influenced by thinking, oh, maybe I should take it slower. Oh, maybe I should take a break. Oh, maybe I am too crazy. Maybe I'm too delusional for pursuing it. I swear to God, the amount of influence that people have who can't tolerate other people succeeding and other people putting in the work, it's embarrassing. And I don't blame you because, as I said, our modern day society, with all the distractions, with all the instant gratifications, with all the cheap dopamine that's going on, can easily influence you. But you have the responsibility to keep focused, to not settle when people are slowing you down. What does that serve you? To please them because you're afraid to lose what? To lose people who are slowing you down? To people who makes you feel bad for actually pursuing your purpose? Because we don't take breaks here. We keep pushing until we fucking win. You have to adapt that mentality. If you want to succeed in life, you have to put everything on the line. You have to focus. You have to sacrifice your old self. I know people will call you crazy. I know people will say that you're boring. Yeah, but do you know what's not funny? To be stuck in a fucking rut, to stagnate and to be in the same position over and over and over again for years, having a dream in the back of your mind, but weren't able to go all in and pursue that. And every time we're delaying our dreams and going for the instant gratifications, that dream will slip away and then it will be too fucking late. And that's not fun to me. It's not fun to me knowing how much potential I have, how much drive that I have, but it's being neglected by people who can't see the same vision. And that's okay. You just have to stay focused. You just have to take the responsibility of not letting that break your focus and actually choose for yourself and think for yourself. And that's why you will experience an alone era. That alone era makes completely sense because you are sacrificing your old self, your old environment, whatever you have lived before in order for you to transform into something better for you, into something that you want, into a reality that you have manifested for. You just have to sacrifice just for a bit. But not many people wants to do that. I didn't come this far if I haven't sacrificed anything. Guys, I have sacrificed so many things. I'm still sacrificing so many things right now because I want to win. Again, the bar is so low. If you just go to the gym 3 times per week, you're already in the top 10%. If you stop chasing after the cheap dopamine and go after the real dopamine by meditating, by focusing on yourself, by studying yourself, you're already in the top 10%. You don't have to do crazy things in order for you to win over the majority of people. You think you have to do some crazy things in life. You think you have to build a fucking spaceship, or you have to climb a mountain, or you have to become a billionaire in order for you to win in life. No, you don't. You just have to focus on those small actions, those small steps. You have to be a risk taker. You have to be able to cut all the bullshit, cut all of the noises, and focus on your path. And yes, I can promise you, you will get a lot of pushbacks, but that's a real test to see if you are truly committed to this path, if you're committed to yourself and committed to win. Again, you don't know how much I was sacrificing. I was sacrificing the parties. I was sacrificing drinking. I was sacrificing my old friends because they were toxic as fuck and influenced me in the wrong direction. I was sacrificing my career in order for me to pursue my purpose, but that was the most scariest thing on earth for me to let go of. But you know what? I couldn't be more blessed to be where I am today, and I can't thank my younger self enough, because if I weren't willing to take those risks, to listen to myself, to have that reality check and waking the fuck up, you wouldn't have seen me here today. You wouldn't see me in front of this camera. You wouldn't see me do content creation. You wouldn't see me live my best self. You wouldn't see me taking my own decisions. You wouldn't see me living to my fullest potential. You have to ask your future self, when you are taking a decision, when you are taking an action, does this serve my future self? And is this gonna work towards my future self or away from my future self? So I have tried so many things when it comes to changing your habits, when it comes to changing yourself and changing from your old lifestyle to a new lifestyle, and how to break the cycle of being lazy. And the only thing I have discovered that works and that will change everything for good is to have extreme periods. You have to have moments where you are acting extreme. When you are acting in extremes, you're changing your belief system, your habits. Everything will change. And what you did before, you will never fall back to them. When I had my extreme periods, I was saying no to random things like random events, random parties. I stopped entirely with drinking. I stopped entirely with hanging out with the wrong people. I stopped entirely with eating processed food. And you know, that's extreme because that's how I was used to live. And suddenly I was cutting my old lifestyle for good. And to make those decisions is like making a pact with yourself. It's not saying I'm gonna do it tomorrow, or yeah, maybe today I can go for that party, or maybe today I can eat those snacks, or I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow because I feel a bit tired today. No, this is a fucking commitment. If you want to change for good, you have to commit to yourself 110%. You need to act in extremes and become disgusted with where you are in life right now. There's 2 options. You can either put yourself in a victim position and say to yourself that everything is against me. I don't know how to change. I don't know how to start. I don't know where to start. I don't know if I can do this. I don't like all those limiting beliefs. And you can either go that route and stay the same and have the same lifestyle as you have right now. Or you can take the other route and actually take responsibility, take accountability, say to yourself, I actually don't like my current position I'm in right now. Because a lot of people want things, right? They want a certain lifestyle. You know, they want a lot of things, but they're not committed. You have to work away from something. You have to make your current position as something you want to work away from. Otherwise, what's the reason to improve? What are you improving for? What are you working away from? Where do you want to go? You need to have a destination. So you need to stay fully committed and you need to take a hard decision. And that's gonna be extreme because it's gonna change your lifestyle. But once you have taken the first step, once you have committed to yourself, once you have set your mind to that you want to win in life and that you're also committed to stay on this path regardless of how many pushbacks you're getting, regardless of how many people who are against you. And when you are letting your current reality break, when you are letting go of your old self and what comes with it, everything will be easier for you. Everything will start to work for you. It is because you showed the universe what you are willing to bring to the table, what you are willing to sacrifice, and then the universe has something to work with. You are raising the likelihood in order for you to get what you have manifested for. You cannot manifest for something if you don't put action behind it. Listen to this again. You cannot manifest and expect to have a certain reality or a certain lifestyle or achieve a certain thing if you don't put action behind it. At the same time, and guys, I have tried so many things and this is the only thing that works: consistency. When you are consistently putting in the work, it doesn't matter how small it is. If you just put in the work every single day, if you're showing up every single day, and when you are persistent with it, you're gonna make it. Again, you don't have to do perfect things. You don't have to take the perfect actions again, because when you are thinking, oh, I have to take the perfect actions, you're gonna fall off. Then you're relying on motivation instead of discipline. You have to stay persistent and be consistent. That's the only thing that is gonna save you. That is the only thing that makes you move. The more you move, again, we're not slowing down here. We need to act in extremes to begin with. And then afterwards, when this new habit is integrated in your belief system, then it becomes normal for you. And then this era of acting in extreme is over because now it's your lifestyle, right? But you need to become consistent, especially because it's new for you to do these new things. And you will have limiting beliefs. It's normal. It's a part of the journey. But you just have to keep going and keep pushing no matter what. At the end of the day, you must believe in yourself. At the end of the day, nobody's gonna do anything for you. And that's why the people who are slowing you down and who hasn't achieved those goals that you want to achieve, you have every right to not listen to them. And you have every responsibility to keep your focus on what truly matters. There is no better time than to go all in now, to put everything on the fucking line. And as I said, you will experience an alone era. That's also why I've created a free community that you can join. It takes literally 30 seconds to create an account and join from there. But it's a community where you can meet like-minded people and make faster progress with people who want to see you win. And I will also give you my personal guidance and help you along your journey. You can check it out in the top link in the description box. And remember to add me on my socials, on my Instagram, TikTok, X, everything is down in the description, and then we can connect even more. I know how much you want to progress in life, and don't ever let people stop you from your vision and from your goals. You just have to keep faith and believe in yourself, because nobody can create the lifestyle for you, so the only one you can rely on is yourself, okay? As always, I'm rooting for you. I will see you in my next video.